A woman found a toy camera on the bus. Curious, she pressed the shutter. Whoosh, she was suddenly transported to a busy street, surrounded by people. She was in shock. Before she could figure out what happened, a truck came speeding toward her. In panic, she instinctively pressed the shutter again. This time, she was back on the bus. She rushed to a restaurant to tell her boyfriend she found a time machine. Looking at the toy camera in her hand, he laughed out loud. He thought she was definitely being tricked, but no matter how she explained it, he didn't believe her, so she decided to prove it. She took him outside the restaurant. As they walked, the man suddenly froze because he saw another version of his girlfriend. That's when he really started believing her. After that, they discussed how to use the time machine. She suggested making money by using the time difference. The man instantly got an idea. If they could travel back half an hour, buy lottery tickets, and pick the winning numbers, they would be rich in no time. Excited, they celebrated their bright future. Next, they got right to it. The man went to the bathroom and met himself from half an hour ago. He told him the winning lottery numbers. In their excitement while passing the time machine back and forth, they accidentally triggered its hidden feature, sending them to a public execution a century ago. Before they could process what was going on, the executioner gave the command. Terrified, the man quickly pressed the shutter again. They finally made it back to the restaurant. But then her phone went off with a timer alarm. She realized it was set by her future self, sneaking away from her boyfriend. She went to the bathroom. Sure enough, she met herself from 5 years in the future. She was dressed in high-end brands, clearly wealthy. That day, her boyfriend was about to propose. Excited, the woman listened as future her warned her not to say yes. She explained that repeated time travel had messed up the boyfriend's brain, leading him to develop early onset dementia. In 5 years, he wouldn't even recognize her. Future her advised her to walk away and keep the time machine for herself. When the woman returned to the table, her boyfriend was indeed holding out the engagement ring. But instead of saying anything, the woman just pulled out the time machine, set it to the right time and decisively pressed the shutter to escape. Her boyfriend was shocked. The next second, she was back on the bus. Looking at the time machine on the seat next to her, she smiled proudly and smashed it to pieces. Then she disappeared. 10 minutes later, a woman got on the bus. It was the same woman from earlier. She didn't notice the broken pieces nearby and happily got ready for her date with her boyfriend. An hour later, she reached the restaurant, and her boyfriend was just about to propose. She smiled to herself. Between money and love, she chose love in the end.